Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of CapTV. Today we'll be talking about all sports events currently and recap what happened in the world of sports. First, we'll be talking about the big game that occurred a month ago. The NFL celebrated its 60th Super Bowl with a meeting between the two best teams in the league. This year we experienced a rematch of Super Bowl 49 between the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots. Here is Eli with a video recap.
Hello, CapTV. I am Eli, and here is your Super Bowl 60 recap between the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots. A rematch with Super Bowl 49 as Sam Darnold gets the shot here and passes it to A.J. Barner. Seattle will also drive down the field for a pass from Sam Darnold to Cooper Kupp. Patriots have the possession now as Seahawks scored a field goal. Drake May passes down for a couple yards. And Drake May having a devastating performance here all around as he's about to get sacked right here, causing the Patriots to punt the ball away. Sam Darnold gets the snap, dodges a defender, tries to look for something, throws downfield to JSN, but gets incomplete as the offense was pretty star-studded here, but couldn't get enough momentum as they scored 6 field goals the whole game. Drake May passes again downfield, this time to John Booty. Drake May here gets the snap again, tries to look for a receiver downfield, but unfortunately gets sacked by Devin Witherspoon. Drake May passes again, incomplete, but with a big hit from Kobe Bryant to the tight end. Drake May tries to go for it again, gets broken up, swatted down by Gonzalez. Drake May tries to go for it again, but gets sacked. About 6 to 7 sacks this whole game. Seattle changes possession. Sam Darnold goes for it, gets broken up by Gonzalez and Sam Darnold, passes again for Shaheed downfield. A lot of just possession changes this whole game. Sam Darnold goes for it again, but this time it's going to be JSN again. Really star-studded player with being offensive player of the year. Sam Darnold snaps, avoids defenders, and gets the first down. Sam Darnold tries to snap back, but gets sacked again. Drake May changes possession, also gets sacked again. A lot of sacks here. In what seems to be a defensive play as Drake May gets sacked and loses the ball, recovered by the Seattle defense in what seems to be probably one of the worst offensive performances we've ever seen at a Super Bowl. Change of possession. Sam Darnold throws it to A.J. Barner for the first touchdown of the Super Bowl. Took him 3 quarters to do that. And change of possession again. Drake May tries to throw it down, and it's actually caught for a touchdown here late in the game. And what if just Drake May with all this, all these sacks, he still tries to perform it here as Drake May steps up, and it's going to be actually intercepted by Love. Really good performance here by Love. He basically drops back and basically tries to see if Drake May can step up. He stepped up, and as soon as he throws, he looks for the ball, and it gets picked off. And Drake May goes for it again, but this is going to be the dagger as he's going to be basically hit on the throw, and it's going to get picked off again for a pick 6. And basically that seals the deal. Kenneth Walker gets MVP, and the Seattle Seahawks are your Super Bowl champions. Let's head back to the news desk.
My name is Nash. I'm a mini lop rabbit. Some of my favorite activities include general mischief, knocking things over, and being a ladies' man. Aside from all that though, I also happen to be an emotional support animal. It's a pretty easy gig. All I do is be my normal, adorable self, and it makes her college life so much easier. If you want an emotional support animal like me and you go to Capital, contact Accessibility Services today and they can point you in the right direction. This has been an ESA PSA.
It's cold, flu, and COVID season here in Ohio. Stay safe and healthy this fall by washing your hands, disinfecting your room, taking your vitamins, and wearing a mask.
What a great Super Bowl that was. Now we are moving forward to what is happening currently in the trading world of the NFL. I have here with me Will Sefik to talk about the trades that have been going on in the past couple of weeks. So let's go ahead and open it up. I'm going to start out with like the biggest one that's been going on right now. It's a bit controversial, the Trey Hendrickson trade. Now he was signed for 4 years, 112 million, coming over from the Bengals to the Baltimore Ravens. What are your initial thoughts about this?
So we were just talking about it before we went on air. This deal went through after the Ravens tried to trade for Max Crosby. They renegotiated the deal, canceled the deal. They were going to send 2 first-round picks to Las Vegas Raiders for Crosby. Crosby, one of the best edge rushers in the NFL. Guy who plays every down. Got hurt towards the end of last season, tore his meniscus. Failed his physical when after getting traded. So the Ravens canceled the deal, which I get a guy who fails his physical, but you knew he was hurt when you tried to trade for him.
Yeah, there's got to be something going on behind the scenes.
Right. So a guy who's, maybe 3-4 years younger than Hendrickson. Hendrickson's a great player, staying in the division too. Like, I feel like we see a lot of those deals in the AFC North.
Why do they always like to trade with in the division?
Yeah.
Like, don't you want to send like all your best players out of the division?
Yeah, you would think so, but I know that, the Bengals aren't going to be contenders anytime soon. At least it doesn't feel like it.
They had their chance.
They did.
They had their chance.
They blew it in 21. Hendrickson, good player. Not going to play as many downs as Crosby will. Not as good in the run game as Crosby is, but an interesting pickup nonetheless. I mean, their defense definitely gets better after picking up a guy like Hendrickson. So.
Yeah, I still think that there's got to be a little bit of something going on behind the scenes, because the fact that the day after the whole Max Crosby trade failed, then the very next day they signed Trey Hendrickson. I'm like, are you trying to get someone that's basically same production, just a little cheaper? Like, there's got to be a little bit of something.
And you hold on your draft picks. I wonder if it was a move by ownership to try to build a little bit more through the draft.
Yeah.
Interesting enough, but a good pickup nonetheless.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to leave it as it is. But I still think there's something going on.
Nefarious. Yeah.
All right, next one, Kenneth Walker. So he was the Super Bowl MVP this past Super Bowl. He was signed for 3 years, $43 million, with $28 million guaranteed and a $13 million signing bonus. That's a pretty hefty contract right there. The Chiefs can afford it, and they definitely need an upgrade in running back, because Isaiah Pacheco, he's not that he's okay, but he's kind of inconsistent. at times. Sometimes he kind of just disappears within the running game. So I think this is a good pickup.
Good player. Another guy with injury concerns, Pacheco was. I mean, if you're giving Kareem Hunt number 1 running back reps in 2026, you're going to have a problem as an offense.
Yeah.
So I love the move from the Chiefs, obviously. Interesting from the Seahawks, the guy who won the Super Bowl MVP for your team was your lead back going through the whole playoffs. That's pretty crazy move. Their usage, the Seahawks usage of him last season was a little strange as well. Like he would have some great drives, some great reps with the ball, and then they would seat him. They weren't giving him legit number 1 running back reps, and I think he'll get that in Kansas City. I feel like the Chiefs will obviously use him more in the passing game. They pass a ton more than the Seahawks were last season, so be interested to see how he grows as a player. But I mean, an all-out win for the Chiefs, picking up a legit number 1 running back.
Yeah. I do think it was a great pickup for them, but we'll have to see how that plays out. But I think, yeah, just like you said, they sat him a lot of times, especially when he was picking up steam. I'm like, why would you sit your best player?
And it might have been helpful for him, honestly. Like, saved his legs for the playoffs.
Yeah.
He had a huge playoff run, so it might have worked out for him. But a lot of money for a good player.
Hey, Super Bowl MVP.
Super Bowl MVP. Don't have a lot of those.
All right, next one. This kind of hits close to home. Obviously, DJ Moore. He was one of my favorite current players. Ended up trading him for a 2026 second-round pick to the Bills. I think from their perspective, it's a great pickup because he is definitely wide receiver 1 material. But from the Bears' perspective, I think they did more of just like a business decision because his contract was like $110 million. It was kind of.
Obviously, you're making space for Luther Burden as well.
Yeah.
He had a great rookie year. Give him a chance to grow in that offense. Give him more of a feature role. Thing with DJ Moore, we were talking about Pruitt on air as well. I don't think he's ever really gotten wide receiver 1 reps anywhere. Like,
DJ Moore, I guess you could say he got some wide receiver 1 reps when Justin Fields was still here, but then once he traded away, he kind of fell back to like the wide receiver 2 role.
And even then, with Justin Fields as your quarterback, like
how
many times they weren't really throwing the ball that much. Even when he was in Carolina, he was playing behind Robbie Anderson for a little bit. They're using him more of a slot gadget role type of guy.
Yeah.
So to go to Buffalo, a team that really needed a legit number 1 wide receiver, I think this is going to be huge for their offense. Josh Allen has a new favorite target. I think he's going to get 10 targets a game in Buffalo. They'd love to throw the ball. I think he's going to be seeing the ball a ton. If he can stay healthy, I think he's a great pickup by Buffalo. And I will say for the Bears, a second-round pick is nothing to laugh at. For a guy who's like getting close to his 30-year-old season, to move him off for a chance to grow a bit more.
Yeah.
A lot of good wide receivers in this draft class, so I think it's not a bad pickup for either team.
Yeah, I do agree. But I'm going to be sad about that one. But this one I think is definitely good for the 49ers. Mike Evans, wide receiver, 3 years, $42.5 million with $14.3 million guaranteed. I think this is a great pickup for him because you know exactly what you're getting out of him. You know you're going to get 1,000 yards out of him. Because every single season, minus last year because he was hurt, he's had 1,000 yards. So the 49ers have had a little bit of questionability with their wide receivers in recent years. Ricky Pearsall, he was hurt, so I think this is a good pickup for them. He is a bit older, so that's a bit of a concern.
Yeah.
But at least you know what you're getting out of him.
Almost $15 million in guaranteed money for a guy who's already over his 30s is kind of a crazy pickup, but I like it from San Francisco. They're getting aggressive. They're in a great division. NFC West is always going to be competitive, so to make a move for your team getting healthy again this year, why not try to make a splash and get a guy who has a legit Hall of Fame track record? I think it's a great pickup for them.
Exactly, yeah. Not much else needs to be said about him, so I'll move forward. I want to move forward to some of the more important ones. Like, let's talk about the Raiders. They picked up Quay Walker, Tyler Linderbaum, so some big names out there. Obviously, they're spending all the money that they have because they had a lot of money to be able to spend. However, the trade with the Ravens honestly has kind of hurt them a little bit, which is why a lot of people are thinking the Ravens might have, done the Raiders over a little bit because they spent all this money and now they have a bunch more money to take care of with Max Crosby that they don't necessarily have. So
and you got to think this is the worst team in the NFL last season. They got the number 1 overall pick coming in. I think they're gonna get Fernando Mendoza out of Indiana. So bringing in good players is never bad, right? And you got a ton of draft capital. You held on to those 2 number 1 picks that you were gonna send along, or pardon me, you don't get those 2 number 1 picks from the Ravens trade. So you got to build somewhere. I think throwing some money at some Tyler Linderbaum, legit center. He's going to be a great piece for offensive line. They had one of the worst offensive lines in the NFL last year, so to do that, it's going to be great. And then Quay Walker, great guy, great off-ball linebacker. It's going to be great in the run game for them. I think it's a nice pickup as well.
Yep. Definitely. I think Tyler Linderbaum will definitely help with their offense, especially with Ashton Genty there too. That will definitely help them.
Dude, and you got to say, like, having a good center is so important for your QB's development.
Exactly, yeah.
Bringing a rookie quarterback to have someone who's played legit NFL games and played very well for a couple NFL seasons is going to be huge for Mendoza when he goes there.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let me move down to some of the other ones we're talking about. Let's talk a little bit about, I want to talk about Browns and Bears, because the Browns, they sent over Devin Bush to the Bears because they were bringing in a guy like Quincy Williams, so they kind of a little trade-off there, making some room for maybe cheaper deals. They signed Quincy Williams for 2 years, $13 million, $9 million guaranteed. They also had, I think it was Elton Jenkins, so they're trying to beef up their offensive line too, because they've had a lot of injuries with their offensive line.
I don't think we're going to see a single returning starter on the offensive line next year. That's the way it looks. Browns will be moving a lot. Big Browns fan, obviously, grew up in Cleveland. So hate to see Devin Bush go. Guy had an incredible season. Great pickup for the Bears. Yeah. I mean, for a guy who, like, his NFL standing didn't look great coming into last season, he proved himself to be a legit off-ball linebacker. Great in the tackle, great in the pass coverage game, so he's going to be awesome. It hurts to see JOK is not coming back for the Browns. He's going to be hurt again this year. He's been having some neck injury issues, and so hard to come back from that. So hate to see Bush leave, but Quincy Williams, great pickup. Would love to see him play next to Schwarzenegger this year, so it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, Devin Bush, was like I was saying, he was replacing some of the guys we let go. Like, we let go of Tremaine Edmonds, so it's kind of filling in those, like, empty holes that are on our defense. So bringing in those guys, I think, especially they also brought in Kobe Bryant from the Seahawks. They're beefing up the defense too. So.
It's going to be solid. Yeah, good. Bears look formidable, man. NFC North looks going to be tough again this year.
Yeah, we're going to win it again. We're going to win it again.
Running it back to back. You'll love to see that.
All right, well, that's all we have time for, so we'll be back after this break.
This is a Capital University public service announcement. No Hall Sports. It saves lives. This is a Capital University public service announcement. Just remember, please flush.
Hi, I'm not Michael Jordan. I'm Nathan Holt. You may have seen me walking around campus cleaning up trash every morning. Capital University has given me this time to talk to you about something we both really care about. Littering. Think about this. Many of you littering right now are under 20. Do you realize that at 20 you've only lived 1/4 of your life? Imagine how much trash you'll leave if you keep going like that. Listen, you've got at least 3/4 of your life to go, so don't blow it. Don't litter. If you're littering, stop it. Get some help. Capital wants to give the earth a chance, and so do I. Hi.
Welcome back to CapTV. We will have Will again here for our interview, and we'll be asking a few questions about sports in general. So let me start off by just asking, what was the first sport or team you ever became a fan of?
It's a great question.
Why?
Yeah. So like I mentioned earlier, I'm a huge Browns fan. Grew up in Cleveland. I grew up in Berea, so my high school literally backed up into Browns training camp.
Oh, really?
Like, you could walk from our high school parking lot right to Browns training camp. So I want to say the Browns, but I really, like, the first sport I remember watching and being a huge fan of was basketball. I was a huge Cavs fan. LeBron got drafted in 2003. I was 4 years old, so I had to watch literally my entire life. I watched LeBron in Cleveland. So it might be the Browns, but I really want to say it's the Cavs. Yeah.
So, like, with the Browns, were you, like, able to, like, sneak up to, like, the stadium and, like, see inside, or is it not?
Oh, yeah. So with training camp, you could walk down the roads, walk down, like, the back streets by Berea High School, and you could walk all the way into the entrance of, like, Browns training camp.
Really?
And like open practices, obviously they would have days where like it was closed off to the public, but you could poke your head over. Like, and the walk over, people would be out in their front yards. They'd have little lawn chairs set up. People would be selling T-shirts. People would be selling water bottles, Gatorade, stuff like that. So you could walk up and go watch training camp. But yeah,
That's awesome.
oh, it's
Dude,
so
you're lucky. I wish I would have been able to do that. It was my favorite team.
I know, it's incredible. Great experience growing up, and especially living so close to the training camp. We would have people who lived in the neighborhood. So I worked at a Five Guys in high school selling burgers. Josh Cribbs would come in all the time.
Whoa, really?
Oh yeah, we get Josh Cribbs in a lot. We had people like move in and out of the neighborhood. Obviously, like people kind of rotated in and out, but not DJ Moore, Elijah Moore. Joe was just living in my parents' neighborhood when he was on the Browns a couple years ago, but they still live up in the area.
That's
so,
awesome.
Yeah, they stay in the area. They're active in the area, so it's really cool to be around.
That's
in
really
the city,
cool.
Yeah.
So if you could instantly become a professional athlete in any sport, which one would you choose?
Man. The sport I always wanted to be an NBA player. I would love to play in the NBA. I'd love to be a pro basketball player. I think part of it is like the field, like not the field, but like the teams are small, right? You're maxing out at 15 people on a roster. You can only have 5 people on the court at a time. So the way you can impact a game is so much bigger in basketball than it is almost any other sport. Obviously, baseball is truly a one-on-one competition, so maybe that. But I always want to be a basketball player. Being able to like dunk on live TV just seems so cool, right? That's
all
that's
like
a
the
dream.
trick shots and everything.
Yeah, hit a 3 in someone's face. Like that's the dream. I would always want to be a pro basketball player.
Yeah, I remember trying basketball when I was younger. I was not very good. I was much more of a football guy. So.
You know what I will say, when I was at Capital University, when I was a student here, we had an intramural team. We won an intramural championship my junior year. So
oh, really?
I have that. I'm not necessarily NBA talent, but I'm more D3 intramural.
Close
That's
enough.
what I have. Yeah.
All right, so this one's a bit of a thinker, but what's the most heartbreaking loss you ever watched as a fan?
Oh man, unfortunately it's easy. We have a ton of them. Being Cleveland sports fan.
I was about to say you can just pick and choose.
I got a lot. Biggest one for me though was 2016, the World Series Game 7 against the Chicago Cubs. It was a heartbreaker. So those who don't know, 2016 there was a. Oh sure, yeah. 2016, obviously the World Series. We were in a rain delay. The Guardians were making a comeback in Game 7. We were up 3-1. Started blowing the lead, and yeah, we had a chance to come back and win it in Game 7. Rain delay killed our momentum. We ended up losing, but had a chance to win the World Series in Cleveland. Would have been incredible. Yeah, it broke my heart. Luckily, the same year the Cavs did beat the Warriors. Also came back from down 3-1. So, your wins with your losses, unfortunately. But
yeah, I wish I could say the same, but being a Cubs fan, Chicago guy, I felt the exact opposite.
Oh,
it was great.
It was immaculate. I'm sure.
Yeah, it was a great feeling, especially to win up in Cleveland in enemy territory. So
yeah,
for me, that was quite the opposite.
I got a lot of Cubs fans in my life, unfortunately. My sister-in-law is a Cubs fan. My brother's wife is a huge Cubs fan. So
they sound like amazing people.
Nah, she likes to rub it in. Yeah, she's yeah. She'll spike the football on that one.
Oh, really?
So it sucks to hear, but yep.
All right, so when you're watching games, do you have like a specific favorite food that you like to eat?
Yeah. So actually, I love to cook. So when I'm at home, watch a lot of football at home. Me and my girlfriend will post up on the couch for the day. We've got a pretty solid wing recipe in the air fryer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you cook them at like 375 for like 30 minutes. And then we got this big bulk seasoning from Costco. It's like a sweet onion bacon seasoning. Throw that on the wings as like a dry rub. Incredible. That's my go-to like Sunday football meal. It's just like a big old plate of wings and celery.
For me, I mean, I've been to a couple of games in person, but mostly I'm at home as well. I don't really have like a specific favorite. It's just like whatever I can find.
Yeah.
Sometimes if a friend's over, I like to get a pizza. But yeah, wings also sounds like a great thing to do.
I love spicy food. I love spicy nachos. My dad made a ghost pepper salsa to put on some nachos. Oh man, those are incredible. Love spicy, so any spicy nachos.
Especially when like the team's not doing so well, you need something like stressy.
Right? Yeah. Listen, the pain on the field will never be as much as the pain of the ghost pepper salsa. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean. All right, so if you could attend any sporting event in the world tomorrow, which one would you pick?
Ooh, okay. So I've been to a lot of sports, I will say. I've been to plenty of baseball games. I go to a bunch of baseball games every summer. Luckily, like Guardians games are really cheap. You can get the standing room tickets for like $20.
Yeah.
Been to a few Browns games. Was at the Browns-Steelers game this year in Cleveland that the Browns won, so that was great. A team that I'm a huge fan of that I've never been able to see is Tottenham Hotspur, the Premier League soccer team. So I would say that if I can go to a Premier League game over in England, to like go hop on a flight today, land in England, and go to a Premier League game. Tottenham just built a brand new stadium a few years ago. That's why when the NFL plays in London, they're playing at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So if I can get to a game there, I would love that.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Europe before?
Never been.
Never?
No. So I went to, my girlfriend and I went to Japan last summer, and we so we went to a Tokyo Yakult Swallows. They're like Nippon League baseball team.
Yeah.
We went to a game at Meiji Jingu Stadium right in downtown Tokyo. Crazy. Stadium's been there since the 1920s. And it kind of feels like it, like it's small, like you're kind of cramped in.
Yeah.
I'm a big guy. I'm a big American guy. So trying to squeeze into the smaller seat was a little tough, but I mean, incredible experience. Very, very cool. But no, I've never been to Europe, but did Asia. I haven't done Europe yet.
Oh yeah, but I definitely want to do that as well. Like go. I mean, I've been to Europe
man.
before, but I definitely see an NFL game in London would be great too.
Be very, very cool.
But yeah, I've also been to a couple of NFL games, so.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
But that's definitely one to check off the list.
Uh-huh.
So who is the most entertaining athlete that you watch right now?
Oh man, I'm biased. I'll gladly admit I'm a biased Cleveland fan. I think Donovan Mitchell in Cleveland for the Cavs is the most exciting player. Like night in, night out, the guy can put up 30 points a game, and he'll do it. Scoring in the mid-range, he can shoot the three off the dribble, and he'll dunk on your head. Like that guy can do everything on a basketball court offensively. He's so incredible to watch. Love him. And then football, Myles Garrett, man. Just broke the NFL sack record last season.
Yep.
And he's just, 6'5", 295, and can
big.
move literally. His last sack last season, when he broke the record, he was off the ball in 0.15 seconds. Like literally like that. Like ball was snapped and he was in the backfield. The guy just a freak athlete. So I think he's the most incredible athlete to watch.
Yeah, I do agree that a lot of those Cleveland players pretty interesting. Myles Garrett for sure.
Yeah, outside of Cleveland, basketball-wise, I love watching Nikola Jokic play.
Oh yeah.
Just like the amount of skill that guy has, being 7 feet tall, and again can shoot the ball, he can pass. He's a guy who's averaging a triple-double a season, and not the best physical athlete in the world, not gonna be the fastest guy, can't jump out of the building, but like I said, 7 feet tall, and he can pass, he can shoot, he can do it all. That's super exciting to watch.
I mean, I can't really say the same for many Chicago players. There's not a ton. I mean, Chicago baseball has been pretty well, but yeah, I do see Myles Garrett a ton because my dad's also a Braves fan.
Chicago baseball, man. Seiya Suzuki's incredible. I love watching that guy. That guy's got a hell of a swing. He can swing the baseball for sure. Baseball bat for sure. Justin Steele, the pitcher, right? Yep. That guy's an ace. That guy's a legit ace. Love watching him pitch.
Yeah. So there are a couple of names out there, but I feel like Cleveland definitely has some more stars in there.
Yeah,
so.
I mean Caleb Wilson as well. Like a guy like that pass in the playoff game.
Okay, yeah, Caleb Wilson.
Running 30 yards back and just throwing it up to the corner of the end zone.
I know, and when it was fourth and one, he just jumped off his feet and just chucked it down. I'm like, I don't know, how do you make that kind of throw?
Yeah, I mean, he's one of the most creative players in the NFL right now. I love to watch him play because he'll do whatever out there.
They call him Iceman. Huh? They call him Iceman.
It's a great nickname.
Yep, definitely earned it.
I think that helps. Having a great nickname's great. Like Flash Garrett from Miles.
Exactly.
And Spider Mitchell, Mitchell. Chief and Joke. And he just left this offseason. Yeah, he's out of Cleveland.
What?
Yeah, so I think.
I didn't know that.
He hasn't signed anywhere yet, but the Browns aren't going to have the money to bring him back.
Man.
Yeah, unfortunate. But yeah, love that guy. So happy to see him succeed wherever he goes.
Yeah, all right. So maybe we have time for one more short question, but which sport do you think has the hardest profession to play?
Ooh, okay. Interesting enough, I don't think it's one of the big three. I don't think it's basketball, baseball, or football. Baseball is obviously difficult. I think for me, I think it's golf.
I can see that.
Easiest barrier to entry, right? Anyone can pick up some clubs and play, but to be a legit pro golf player and make money and be a Masters winning golfer, you have to dedicate days and years of your life to that. Tiger Woods started golfing when he was 2 years old. These guys who get to the pinnacle of the sport and are truly the best in the world have to try so hard to do it.
Yeah.
And it's people from all backgrounds. You can be doesn't matter your type of physicality or whatever. You can be good at it, but the mental aspect of the game is so difficult. I think I think golf is one of the most difficult sports in the world.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, it may not be the most interesting sport to watch. At least for me, I know a lot of people that really enjoy watching it. But
I think for me, I just started picking it up in the last year or two. I started going consistently, and it is so hard. And the most little tweak you make in your swing will really mess up your game. So I think I have a little more of an appreciation for that now.
Yeah, well, that's all the questions we have today. And thank you for coming for the show, for the interview. And thanks for watching CapTV, guys, and we'll see you guys next week.